RambleCraft, RambleCraft, let's go. Hey everybody, how is it going? This is Hocus and we are back on the RambleCraft server today for episode 10 of the RambleCraft SMP series. I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far and also a fantastic week, and that you are ready for some more shenanigans here on the server, because I've got something fun planned for today. But first, we are over here at our cow farm. There have been a few changes which I think we should go over. One of them you can see on screen right now. This is not my doing, however. This is not being built at the hands of myself. So it looks like Chase has been up to a few bits and bobs in the area, been contributing to our new store, which is the cow barn, of course, that sells leather and fine steaks. What a combination, right? So he's got this automated crop farm here, which is pretty interesting. So hit the button. Water flows all the way through. Hit it once more. Water stops flowing and all of the drops are collected here in the chest. So, you know, it wasn't actually ready to be harvested, so I've kind of wasted a harvest there, but that's okay. I'm going to replant this for him. I kind of just wanted to demonstrate. Outside of this, he has also built a pumpkin patch over here, which I believe he was using to build the huge pumpkin that we showcased in the last episode. Once again, that was really awesome and a great way to spread some Halloween cheer around the server. And then finally, he's just upgraded his little living quarters. But appears as though he's been harvesting up some leather, some more steaks, so maybe we can eventually take that over to the shop if all is well with him. Okay, so apparently Chase is casually just using a netherite hoe. I think, though, that this may be an advertisement. Shop at Nethericious, and we will get to that in just a moment. Nethericious, that is right, guys. This is the new shop in the shopping district, or one of the new shops. We'll get round to the others in just a second. I'm not entirely sure who built this, if I'm totally honest, but here you go, Nethericious. It's a nice little nether-themed build. I quite like this, I do. It's nice and compact, but also very detailed. And then on the inside, we've just got this cave-like area. And I'm assuming this is another store by binary, because I remember he was using a TNT duper to mine in the nether. So I'm guessing this is him. And he wants 2 blocks of diamond for 1 netherite ingot. I don't know if he's made any sales yet, but I would say that's just about fair. I would say that's just about fair based on how easy it is to find the 2 items in question here. Yeah, I think that's a good deal. So if I ever need netherite and I can't be bothered to mine it, I'm definitely going to come over here to Nethericious. But as well as that, we've got something a-cooking in the distance. And this one, I believe, yes, is another store by Endavar. Endavar's Redstone store coming soon. Now, you guys might be thinking, hey, Hocus, you probably shouldn't be showing this on camera if it isn't open yet. But in Endavar's last video, he began building this. So I think that we are good to go when it comes to showcasing it. And once again, I don't think Endavar is ever going to fail us with the building. This is a very, very nice looking store. He's gone for the modern style. It's got what is this? Is this? Okay, white concrete. He loves his concrete, doesn't he, Endavar? So he's got white concrete, plain glass panes in there. And then on the inside, a bunch of stripped wood. I think this is this oak and birch? Or is this also birch? I'm intrigued now. I have to know. Oh, this is stripped birch. Okay, so he's got the stripped birch, the birch planks, more glass, some redstone, and then this is where his items for sale will be going. And as always, he's remembered his ender chest. We need to begin remembering that. That is always a nice thing to have inside of your store. Big sad today when it comes to sales. Nothing in the cow barn, absolutely zero. Unless Chase has been keeping up with the sales and moving our profits over here. Nope, looks like we are still at square one with the cow barn. And I've double checked the merchant caravan, absolutely zero sales in here also. So unfortunately, I think this is the first episode in which we have not made a single sale since opening the stores, which is a little bit disappointing, but we press on. All right then, guys, so today's adventure begins right here outside of the cow barn, but we're not going to be doing anything that corresponds with the cow barn today. We are going to be beginning our adventure, as I say, right here on this path block. This very, very block here is going to be a catalyst for all of today's activities. But first of all, we must spend some time in this beautifully terrifying place they call the Nether, because we are in search of some good old quartz. Now, I'm not entirely sure where we are in relation to our home portal. I know that that portal that I just came out of is the one in the shopping district. Here is our first bit of quartz, however, so I'm going to snag this while I've got the chance. Anyhow, I'm going to make sure that we've found someplace local to one of the portals to mine in, just so that we don't get lost, because I don't really have many coordinates marked down in this server just yet. And getting lost would be, you know, a pretty big issue right now. Hey, this might be a decent place to mine for some quartz. So if you don't remember where we are right now, this is where I initially came a few episodes back to mine up some ancient debris. And you know how that goes, guys. When I'm using beds, we expose a lot of other ores and materials. So I'm sure there will be some veins down here that we can tap into. And I see some immediately. So yeah, I'm going to spend some time down here, I think, and just see what I can... Wow. Yeah, there's a lot going on down here, isn't there? Awesome. Now, this is what I call a surprise package. Look at this. I was just mining into a vein of quartz, and a triple ancient debris vein was behind it. That, my friends, is some good luck. Quartz is no longer as much of a problem as it was before. I don't know if this will be enough, but we'll do what we can with it, and if we need more, we can always head back into the Nether. But this is all I was able to pull out of the ancient debris mine, and a couple stacks and a half that I had at the base. So, like I say, this is going to be it for us today, and I'm not yet going to explain what's going on here. I'm going to start the build, and then over time, I will begin explaining exactly what we're doing. But you can see we're going underground in the shopping district. So the first thing about this build is I don't want it to be obvious, its location. I don't want its location to be obvious. I want this to be something that the Ramblers stumble upon. Okay, there is a cave down here. That kind of works in our favor, I guess, because we won't have to do as much digging. But as I say, this is going to be something I want the Ramblers to just stumble upon. I don't want them to find it, obviously, but it will be a significant change to the shopping district. So I'm sure people will notice it and then try figure out what's going on. But this will be where we begin things, I suppose. So let's begin by starting to level out the floor here, because it's a bit wonky, isn't it, in this cave? We're starting to make some sort of shape out of this build. So it's going to be a bunker type build. So I've gone with a huge rectangle, this being the center block here. No reason why I've used mycelium. I just marked it out with something slightly different from the stone. So we've got this little cave off to the side here. I also blocked one off over there. But if one of those leads to the surface, then that might be quite useful for us. So I'm going to figure that out at some point. Anyhow, let's see how far we're going to get with this quartz, because I know quartz doesn't go very far, does it? Oh, we've actually got a data pack installed, I believe, that gives us a 1-to-1 ratio. Or is it? No, it's not, is it? Because no, I'm incorrect. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking incorrectly. It's 4 stacks per stack of blocks. So yeah, it doesn't go very far at all, does it? All right, that's okay though. I can always go back and get more. And this room isn't going to be entirely made out of quartz. I'm just going to use quartz as part of the build. So what I'm thinking is, for a bunker, they usually have a structure that sort of arches over every now and again to support the ceiling. So we'll begin with one of those supports in the middle here. And I'm not going to use stone brick for that, but I'm just going to use it to kind of mark it out so that we've got a basis of a plan. So that'll be our first support. And then how often are we going to have these supports? Maybe one right at the end of the room, and then we've got a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that might not work because we need them we need an odd amount of blocks here. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe, or 4. How about we just have an even amount in between them? 1, 2, 3, and then okay, then we can have one here as well, and just extend the room by a block. That should work. That should work out pretty well. And then in between these supports, we will be using quartz. I quite like the idea of that. I want this room to look a little bit high-tech, you know? I want it to look a little bit futuristic. That is the aesthetic that we're going for. So we're going to use quartz in between the support structures, like so. So I've made a decision, guys. We're going to be removing the stone brick now. And I think the block of choice is going to be grey concrete. That should offset against the quartz nicely because of the contrast. And again, it kind of looks high-tech, modern, and that is the sort of feel I'm going for with this build. Something else I want to add in is going to be some of these guys. So I'm just going to craft up a bunch because there is currently not a way to make stairs out of concrete, which is a little bit of a shame because what I wanted to do was create arches with stairs. But since we are going to be unable to do that with the concrete, I might just create some mini arches using the iron bars, and then we'll create arches out of the courts using the stairs so that there is some sort of gradual arch. But these support structures are going to be a little bit more beefy and, you know, appear as though they can support a little bit more weight, which is, I guess, a bit more realistic in terms of build physics and such. But this is a game after all, so I don't really care too much about those things. Anyhow, I'm going to try and make a little bit of progress off camera here on this build so that we can further it and get on with what else comes inside of the build, because there is more roleplay / story to this build than anything, and like I say, I'll get around to explaining that. So I kind of just want to get the build done and dusted, and then we can get on with the more interesting and fun aspects of it. What do you think of this, guys? What do you think? I'm quite enjoying this, actually. These are textures we don't often use to build with, but I think that we're doing a pretty good job on the whole so far. So we've got this arch that increases vertically quite quickly and then subdues into a nice circular shape at the top. And we will transfer this design across to the 3 other segments we've got here. The only thing now is that we're running quite low on both the materials that we've been using. And this is going to be the tedious part of the build, because concrete, okay, isn't so bad to collect. Just a bit grindy to convert into the concrete itself. This stuff, though, is super annoying because the rate at which the raw material transfers to block is, you know, 4 to 1. So you mine 4 stacks, you only get one stack of blocks, and that is a bit of a pain in the butt. So I guess that is going to be the next step, is to grind out a little bit more resource collecting. You can see here I did actually try something else, but this wasn't going to work out, and I definitely like what we've got going on here. So once I've got this design transferred across, then I might break the news to you what exactly is going to be going on here, because that will be at the point, or the point at which that we begin to put some details in here, because I want to, like I say, this room's going to have some sort of story to it that the Ramblers can come down into. There is going to be a book that kind of explains what's going on. There's going to be activities that they can partake in, so on and so forth. So we need to kit this room out, make it look like a bunker, have a few cool features down here. And yeah, I'm just quite excited to get this going. I think this is going to be a fun little thing just to have going on the side in the server that everybody can get involved in. Oh, this build, it's starting to make me feel a little bit like Batman, right? I've got my own bat cave here on the server, except mine isn't going to be a secret, or, well, I guess it is, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create like a little manhole up there that is visible to other players, but we're not going to signal that there is something beneath it. I'm just going to try and leave it up to everybody else to either watch this video to discover the bunker that we're building, or to do a little bit of experimentation to find it themselves. So, you know, we've got our bat cave, but it won't be a secret for long. Now, I've implemented the arch design in all of the segments required. So I'm thinking next we do a floor design. And for that, I am going to go with some birch, I think. So let's begin with some log action, and we're going to strip these guys. I think this will work well. It kind of fits the theme, right? Birch is a very, very... it's the closest to white you can get in terms of a wood, I would say. And since there's a lot of quartz in this room, it should go well with the quartz, because I'm trying to go for somewhat of a high-tech look here. So we're going to have these borders made of logs, and then in between the logs, I think I'm just going to go with regular spruce planks. And then we can also use some carpeting maybe in here, because I kind of want this to have a bit of a comfy feel. And that is because this building's function is going to be... sort of like a club. So there you go. There's your first hint. There is your first hint. And when I say club, I don't mean the night variety. I'm not talking about nightclubs here. I'm talking about a country club type feel, right? So I wouldn't know personally, because I'm not rich enough to have experienced country clubs in my life, but I'm assuming that country clubs feel very personable, very comfortable, and just a place that you feel honored and privileged to hang out at, right? So that is the feel we're going for here. And here is the big name reveal. This is going to be the Bunker Club. Oh, yeah. So I may as well just spill the beans, right, guys? I may as well spill the beans, because this is our canvas and we need to add detail. So let's spill the beans, and then we can decide what's going to go in here. So what the Bunker Club is going to be is a place that the Ramblers can sign up to be a part of the club, the Bunker Club, right? And then once you've signed up, I'm going to set tasks and goals, and I don't know, I'm going to do a variety of things that the Ramblers can get involved in for exclusive reward, right? Exclusive rewards. and they're going to be able to show their allegiance to the Bunker Club. We're going to give out free banners. We're going to give them items of clothing as rewards and maybe as freebies that, again, will show their affiliation with the Bunker Club. This is going to be the most exclusive club on the server, and I just want everybody to join and everybody to get involved and take part. But as I say, we are not going to direct anybody to this club. It's going to be a secret, right? So we're going to put an iron trapdoor up there, right? Up at that entrance above us. And I'm just going to let people figure this out for themselves, I guess. If they make their way down here, there'll be a book with some details. They can read up on what the club has to offer. They can sign up. And then, as I say, we'll give it a few weeks for everybody to discover it and sign up. And then once we've had a few people sign up, we will begin, I guess, putting the tasks in. And oh, it's beginning to rain. No, the bunker is going to flood. If Minecraft was realistic at all, right? But as I say, once people have signed up, then we can begin distributing tasks and having them bring us stuff for exclusive rewards, right? So I think we could have a lot of fun with this. But as I say, we need details. I need to decorate the bunker because right now it's looking very plain. It looks great, but it looks very, very plain. Oh boy, I've added some really interesting detail to the Bunker Club so far, and we'll get into that in just a minute. But I also, whilst we are on camera together, want to figure out a way for the Ramblers to get in and out of the club, because obviously there needs to be some sort of access. Otherwise, they won't be able to make it in and they won't be able to escape either. So let's fill up this bucket of water. And I think I'm just going to use a generic water stream to allow them access, because this isn't a far distance to travel. Initially, I was going to have a couple of bubble columns, but I think that's a little bit overkill for what's going on, like I say. So we'll come back inside, and there's the bar. We'll look at that in a bit more detail in just a moment. I think we're going to use some of these iron bars to contain the water, much like we've used the glass panes in our single player LP world to contain water columns. All right, so that is going to be the basis of the support there, and I think I might actually just pull these planks out and replace those with birch logs facing into the middle. And then once I figure out lighting, we might remove the center block here and have some sort of light. I'm actually thinking of going with the what are the prismarine lights called? Sea lanterns? I think I'm going to go with those for the lighting in this area. I think that might complement the textures that we've used well. So with this bucket of water, we will place that somewhere around, I don't know where this is going to go. I guess on this block, but I don't know if I want to place that on the half slab, because that could cause some issues with the new water placement. So what we'll do is we'll place it against the birch like so, and then remove this, and we can just go ahead and fill that slab back in like so. And then we'll grab ourselves an iron trapdoor. So that's very simple to make. We'll pop that in there like that. And then what the Ramblers can do is they can use any form of redstone signal to unlock this trapdoor. So I think what we'll do is craft ourselves a quick lever so that we can get in and out whenever we would desire. And then this can go down here, for example. It absolutely cannot go down there. I'm not sure why that isn't working. That is interesting to say the least. Here, let me try figure out what's going wrong. And for the bar, this is what we've got going on. I really like this. It's very small. There wasn't a lot of space to work with, but I think we've got a good amount of detail in, despite the limitations that we're working with. So what we've got is a couple of seats. I've used pistons to create these. So I've gone for a bar stool look. And then the bar is made out of some birch, some quartz, you know, some of the textures that we've already used in the room. And then behind the bar, I've created this little like cuppy area where there are some barrels that look like they have pouring apparatus in them that you can pour drinks from. So there could be any sort of alcoholic beverage in here, or soda, of course, if you're underage. And then I've got myself a brewing stand as well with some random potions and bottles in there, so that it looks like we've got some drinks on the brew for the Bunker Club members. What I am gonna do though is stick a sea lantern in behind here, because I want to get this place lit up. It's quite dark at the moment, right? And as I say, I think sea lanterns will complement this design well, aside from the small amount of blue, but we can make it work, definitely. Gonna get another one in here at the bottom of the water elevator. And then I was thinking finally what we would do is we would utilize some of this ceiling space. So we'll head up like this. And ideally, I would have wanted to use end rods for this, but I don't have any, and I don't know of anybody that has any either. So we're gonna have to just stick to iron bars. So should we go down one and then have a sea lantern? I think that'll work. So I'm gonna do that in between all of the arches. So we'll have something like this. Let's, you know what? Let's actually test something out here. Oh, darn it. I forgot that you can actually break these. Let's switch over to the Soak Touch for future reference. Let's try something out and have a double iron bar than the lantern. Is that better? That might be better, actually. That might be a little bit better. So as I say, I'm going to get one more in here, and then we'll have a couple at the back of the bunker as well. Oh yeah, that is a lot better in my opinion. So now we can get rid of the torches. Oh, it's still slightly dark though, isn't it, on the ground? So potentially then what we'll do is maybe switch out the central block in each of these dividers with a sea lantern also. I ran out, but I've got more up there, so I'll do that in a second off camera. And then I just wanted to showcase this as well. So once the Ramblers come down into the Bunker Club, I've got a lectern with a book that hopefully will draw their attention, and it just says a few things about what's going on here. So it says, "Welcome to the Bunker Club, where life is better underground. Join today to become a member of the most exclusive society on the RambleCraft server. Membership is free. Sign up is at the opposite end of the Bunker Club to the bar. Becoming a Bunker Club member grants access to a myriad of activities that offer unique rewards upon participation. We hope to see your name on the members list soon." All right, so our membership sign up will be back here. I'm going to create a little contraption where they can rename a piece of paper with their name and stick it into a chest. And what I want to happen is that oh, I just pick up a random block. What I want to happen is that once they have stuck their sign up in, I want to create a little banner for the Bunker Club that they'll get given immediately, so they can start showing their support for the club outside of this area. I think that would be a neat idea. So I'm going to take some time off camera to get that set up. Oh no, Beastly, no. Bone Delivery, Beastly Express, Mail Co. Sorry, bro. Oh man. So you remember in the last episode, Beastly said he was going to deliver some bones to us in return for the wool. And he also said he's going to make it very obvious. Very obvious he did. Beastly. Oh no, look at this. This is such a mess. Oh, well, you know what? I guess all we can hope now is that Beastly orders something in a large quantity from us soon, and we can repay him with something similar. But I guess until then, I better fix this mess so that the shop can reopen, because at the moment, we're probably closed, right, for renovations or something. I have no idea. But this, Beastly, my friend, you can make it obvious without doing this. Oh, and hidden at the back here was another little barrel with another stack of bone blocks. Holy hell, we are gonna be, we're good for the long run here. Thank you very much, Beastly. I appreciate this, my man. Thank you. We will be wrapping up this episode of the RambleCraft SMP in just a moment, but before we do that, let's take one final look at what we've managed to do with the Bunker Club for today. So this is going to be the final first rendition, so it is going to be available from today to be discovered, right? We're just going to leave the trapdoor as it is and allow other ramblers to venture on down and see what they can see. So I flipped the trapdoor around the other way, and that allows it to actually function at this level rather than raising it above the path. I didn't really like how that looked, so we figured that out. So now the ramblers will have to bring something with them to open the trapdoor so they can enter, and they will come down here. I changed the lighting, so I hid it under carpet instead. I think that looks a lot better, and the white again complements the theme of the bunker. It's very, very clean, very medical almost, but futuristic, I think, is what we've gone for, and it kind of does look quite modern, quite futuristic. I think we did a pretty stellar job, as I say. So you can see all around as well, we've now got some banners up, and this is going to be kind of the logo for the Bunker Club. I think this looks pretty darn cool, so that is going to be the Bunker Club logo. We've got a few of those hinged around the place. We have also changed the book slightly, so everything is the same except this final sentence. So we added in one more piece of information or advice that says, be sure to visit the Bunker Club from time to time for updates, because like I say, this is the first rendition. This place is going to change over time, and there will be information here on activities that we're launching and rewards, etc, etc. So we should encourage the Ramblers to return here often to figure out any updates I may have made to the room so that they can get involved and do whatever they need to do. Finally, over here we've got the sign up station. So the sign up station is going to work a little bit like this. Firstly, they'll read the sign, I hope. So it says sign up, rename paper to your name and drop in the chest on the wall to your right. Sign up today for free BC merch. Bunker Club merch. So what they'll do is they'll grab a piece of paper from this barrel. They will use the anvil to rename it. I'm not going to rename this piece just yet because obviously I don't need to sign up. I'm the overseer of the Bunker Club, the ruler, the runner, the members leader. I have no idea what title I hold, but obviously I set up the Bunker Club, so I don't need to sign up. Then what they'll do is drop their sign up form in. And this is a trap chest, so since it's open, it is emitting a redstone signal, which means the hopper underneath it won't function until it's closed. So as soon as they close it, it will emit a signal to the dropper here, and that will drop out a Bunker Club banner for our new members to show their support for the Bunker Club away from the Bunker Club so they can have this up at their base. They can put it on a shield, they can do whatever they want to do with the banner. But I thought it'd be nice to have a little introductory item, a little piece of merchandise for them to take home with them once they've signed up so that they know that this is the real deal and they've got something to build on, right? And then obviously now the sign up form is gone. I've made a little chest down here for them to collect in. So once we've got a few signups, I'll keep coming back to check to see who has made their way into the Bunker Club and who hasn't. And then, I don't know, we'll give it a week or so and maybe we will begin with the first activity and just get everybody involved in a bit of fun on the server here. But yeah, I thought this was a really great idea, and I hope that it draws a bit of attention. All right then, guys, welcome back to this episode of the RambleCraft Survival Multiplayer Series. For the last time for today, this has been episode 10. I have been Hocus. I hope you had fun with this one. I did, right, guys? I'm pretty excited to see that... I'm pretty excited to see if anybody does sign up. You know, that's what I was trying to say there before I chose the wrong word. But I'm sure people will, because it's free after all. It doesn't cost anything, and I think it should be fun, especially if we can think up some cool ideas for activities for them to get involved in. And there will be prizes on offer as well, which I think is a good enough incentive for anybody here on the server. So if you did enjoy today's episode, please be sure to drop a like down below. That would be much appreciated. Any questions, suggestions, comments, or feedback can go down below in the comment section. This looks kind of weird. Oh, hello. Down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to respond to as many of those as possible. And finally, if you're new around here, then first of all, welcome. My name's Hocus. Hope you enjoyed your stay today. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you did enjoy your stay. That will allow you to stay tuned to this series. I've also got a single player LP world that we play in often, which is a lot of fun. You might enjoy that as well, so go check that out. But ultimately, like I say, I just hope you had a fun time here on the channel. So guys, that is going to be all from me for today. You take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.